A Scandal in Silk by Sarnia de la Maré. Lady Evangeline Bexley had many talents. The chattering classes were often heard discussing her ability to ride side saddle like a cavalryman, a rather unkind analogy. She had been well educated by a strict but fair governess who had enabled her to quote Ovid in Latin. She would use this skill at supper with dull guests to stop them on their boring trajectories. But her greatest talent was indeed making men feel inadequate. It wasn't that she tried per se. It was more to do with her resting face and quick-witted responses. Men are so easy to bemuse, she had said to her mother, who had begged her to be ladylike and pretend to be less clever, i.e. stupid, in the company of eligible bachelors. Unfortunately, none of Evangeline's life skills were considered suitable accomplishments for a young lady of marriageable age. She was being forced to listen to advice from well-meaning friends, and even strangers, over tea and cake. But at 25, perilously close to spinsterhood, as mother would warn, she remained wholly unbothered. That was until the Timothy Fortescue, Marquess of Winthrope, waltzed back into her life with an indecent proposal and a smile that had once managed to persuade her to help him break into the gardener's cottage and plant a love letter on his pillow when they were 12. The letter wasn't from her. Timothy was the gardener's secret admirer. "I need a wife," he said, lounging like sin incarnate in her father's drawing room. "Preferably one with brains, no inclination to faint, and a healthy disdain for society." She sipped her tea. "That rules out everyone in Hampshire, except me." He arched a brow. "Exactly. Absolutely not," she said, too quickly. He grinned. "You haven't even heard the scandalous part. I assume it involves ruin, blackmail, or a duchess with too much free time." "No," he said. "It involves Paris, a forged marriage license, and a bed that creaks like an opera house." She nearly dropped her cup. "I'm offering freedom, Evie, not confinement. You could write, paint, embroider." Evangeline grimaced. "Climb things, take lovers, travel the world." "Ah," he trailed off. Timothy had been a childhood friend and a flamboyant lover of life. He was as gay as a fairy and as bold as a fire, she would tell him. Into adulthood, rumors had circulated about his alternative pleasures and scandalous behaviors. No one had ever really got to the bottom of it, pun intended, but as one of the richest men in England, his antics avoided legal analysis. "You're not serious. I'm a marquis. I'm never serious." She narrowed her eyes. "And what would we get out of this arrangement?" "They will leave us alone, darling Evangeline. You must know what people say about us." Now, Evangeline had indeed mastered the skills of the boudoir with a series of passionate nights spent recently with the scullery maid. Also on a separate night, one of the stable hands, and then, just last week, the both of them together. She paced the room, deep in thought as the Marquis followed her with his eyes. "Give me 10 minutes, she said over her shoulder. He sighed. "For what?" "To pack my embroidery," she said with a giggle. "I trust the creaky bed is large?" His laughter followed her down the corridor. It was indeed a very large bed.